Well guys, just look at that. That is one block of ice there, frozen. And yeah, we're just going to get the camera. Left it in the car. But I'm just coming past my brother's plot now. He's got his plot covered over, and it absolutely hammered down with rain yesterday. Today we come on and it's frozen solid. You can see all this is all frozen. It's absolutely horrendous. The wind is howling. It really is. It's so cold. It feels like -6. It's that cold. Anyway, this video is not about today. It's the 14th Wednesday today. And what I'm going to be showing you is a video I did on the 12th on Monday. But I'll just quickly show you what it looks like today. You can see a bit of frost there, but this is what it looks like today. And anyway, yesterday it was absolutely never stopped raining all day. So we're going to jump now back to Monday, and we're going to start the video from there. So just a little reminder, this is what it looks like today. Oh, before we do that, I've just noticed that little gold crest just come on the plot, and it's we can hear it tweeting there. It's just there at the moment. It's very difficult to keep the camera still with this holding the hand, you know, with it being in my hand like. Anyway, you hear that little high pitched squeak? That's the gold crest. But anyway, let's start the video. Morning YouTubers. Well, I don't know if you actually make out through the greenhouse glass there, but yeah, today we actually had the intentions to dig in where we had the potatoes last year in the bucket sat in the bed. We had ideas of grandeur of turning that bed over today and adding some chicken manure into it and getting that's the last bed really I want to be faffing about with. Every other one's all sorted out now, all been dug, tilled, ready to go. However, events have stopped all that, but we did have the foresight to actually to soak some sweet peas last night. I thought we'd do the first sowing of seeds, get into the crack of things, and I thought, well, when we've done the digging, we'll do some seed sowing. Anyway, we woke up this morning. I looked out the window and there's about 1 inch of snow on the car, and I can tell you it's been absolutely chaos out there. British drivers don't know how to drive in snow. Inch of snow and the country comes to a grinding halt. And point in case this morning, going to take my daughter to college. Just dropping her off there, and it's like a circus out there. They're sliding all over. It doesn't help when the council don't grit the roads right outside the school as well. Kids run across the road and cars are braking. They're going spinning all over the show. Absolute circus. But yeah, anyway, we got on here, and you can imagine we had. Last night I had 1 inch of snowfall, and well, this is what it looked like today. Let me take you on a quick tour. Well, it doesn't look like there's much I'm going to be doing today on the allotment. Just come down, and like I say, it's absolutely, well, just look at this. Winter Wonderland. All the way down. The only thing what you can see here are the footprints of birds. Walk. There's a lot of snow on that frame there. That's not good. But then again, I don't really want to walk onto the path. That little bugger there. And actually, there's two of them. Starlings. Yeah, it's everywhere's got about an inch of snow on it. Well, certainly not going to walk on that. Hear me, girls. Our water's okay. Here they come. Be in there in a minute and give them a treat. Rhubarb's all covered in snow here along the back. Walk along here. This is a new table I've just been given. It's all there. It's got the back, the legs and everything on it. I've got to repair this. Bloody thing's broke. The intention today was to come down and to turn this bed over. However, doesn't look like we're doing very much there today. As you can see, all the bed's all covered in snow here, all along the path. The reason why I'm quite, I'm not too bothered about walking along the path is because it's all stone. Look at this here, like a bloody snowdrift. Like I say, these nets are going to stretch like hell, but there's a garlic poking out the top there. This will all eventually go away, and we'll have a very bendy, stretchy net. It might fit properly then. But yep, that's the back part of the plot. Moving along here, rhubarb again's poking through. All the tulips and daffodils are all starting to come up now. There's a few of them not far away from Farin, and yep, look at that one there. Now that's bold. It makes you want to get underneath it and just pull it all off. But I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna faff about with that. Like I say, these things they'll melt shortly. The sun over there, I'll do some of it today, but the only place I will be walking, I don't even have to do that. They've got this food in the feeders there, so we're okay. But yeah, that's me allotments, guys. Another one of these winter wonderlands. I don't know. Bloody starlings here. Not starlings, these are they're blackbirds tracks them. Magpie. A couple of goldfinches over there. So you can see the sun's got on here and it's started to melt it. So anyway, we come full circle. It's quite warm inside the greenhouse. This snow, believe it or not, makes it it really brings the temperatures up. It must be at least 10-15 degrees more like it was. The bloody doors. I've left the door open, haven't I? What's the temperature? 50 degrees. It was 29 last night in here. 50 degrees now. Oh, I'll show you them in a bit. Right, so I'm just going to have a nice cup of coffee and we'll be back, but yep, we can't do much out there, can we? So there you go, that's the allotment. So the digging was out of the question, we couldn't do that, and so we decided to come in the greenhouse and start sowing these sweet peas. Now we got some old-fashioned and some, what the other ones? The old-fashioned and everlasting. These are the two varieties. So they're what we're doing, and they're what we've done. So I've got a couple of clips to show you. We was initially going to do 18 pots with 5 seeds in. So I'm going to show you me doing one of the pots, one of the trays, and show you how I actually do mine. So here's that.
Well guys, it's all systems go. We're putting the sweet peas into these pots. We've already put the Jack's Magic into these pots here. So all we've got to do is add 5 holes per pot. You're probably saying, why have you not put one in the middle? Well, what we do, we put a stick in the middle, and when they start to grow, what we do, we tie them up to that. What we're doing here, we're just making small holes. The seeds are about 5 mm across. So the rule of thumb is you plant your seeds double whatever the seed is. So if it's 5 mm, you plant them 10 mm. So it's about ½ an inch deep, really. And so there we go. We've got them all sorted. So it's just a matter of kicking the seeds out. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try and get these, the ones that have lost the outer shell, put them in, because they're germinate first, they will. And obviously we put the bigger seeds in. Yeah, we thought we'd give them a go this year, sweet peas. It's not looking good outside, like I say. It snowed last night, and well, it was a bit of a circus out there this morning. All the crazies taking the kids to school. None of them can drive in the snow. And we come on here, and well, we've been in the greenhouse. There's not much you can do outside. But like I said, I'm just making sure I get all the big ones. My hands are wet. That's what's happening is actually the seeds are sticking to my hands, unfortunately. There you go. So I think that's them all. Every one of them's got a seed in. Yep. So what we do, quickly just backfill over the holes, backfill them in. Make sure they're all compacted. Not too tight, you know. You don't. But what you're doing, you're making sure the compost is actually touching the peas. That way, as soon as the taproot starts, they'll kick into gear. Alright, so what we've got to do now, use one of these rows with water in. It's fresh drinking water, guys. Been stood in the greenhouse. It's warmed up now. It's lovely and warm in the greenhouse. The compost is lovely and warm as well. Everything's warm here, and I wouldn't do any seeds if it wasn't warm. Simple as that. Never sow on a cold day, although it's snow outside, but it's absolutely, you won't believe the temperature in this greenhouse. It's lovely. So everything's good to go. The last thing, very important thing to do, which I sometimes forget to do, and that is to add a label. So, oh, did I knock the camera? I did knock the camera, didn't I? In goes the label. There you go. So that's sweet peas done and dusted. We've got around about, well, do the maths, 18. We don't even want to go there. We was faffing about before. I think it's 90 plants there. So we can get a row of 18 the plugs. I'll be using these like a plug. Once they get to about a foot high, we just put the plug in the ground, and hopefully they'll look after themselves. So there you go, that's the sweet peas. And the two varieties are Old Fashioned and Everlasting. Some nice red, whites and pinks there. Should look lovely. Well, I was only going to do 18 pots, but it looks out of place, and it's always wise if you can, you know, make things look the same. So we did another 6 pots. I've got thousands of these pots, so it's not the pots that are the problem. It's finding places to put them all. But yeah, there's 5 seeds per pot. So there's 24 pots with 5 seeds in. So what's that, 120 I think? Oh god, here we go again. Let me just work this one out. 5 carry the 1. Yeah, it is. It hurts my head when I have to think about it. I really do know the answer straight away, but I always question myself when I'm doing these bloody things. But there's 120 plants there.
So as you saw there, we are using Jack's Magic, and as I always repeat myself, oops, spitting everywhere there. As I always repeat myself, the rule of thumb is whatever the seed is, you double that, and that's how deep you plant it. So if it's 5 milli, you plant it 10 milli deep. If it's a very fine seed, sprinkle it on the surface. Use some perlite. I suppose you could just put a bit of perlite over them, or a very light dusting of compost, and that's all you need really. So bigger the seeds, like the broadbean. What's the broadbean? It's about 1 inch. Plant it 2 inches deep. So you know, it's not rocket science. However, I did the 3 trays, and I looked at it and it looked a bit odd, so I did and we had some more seeds. So what I did is got another tray of seeds out there, and we ended up with 24 pots with 5 seeds in, and yeah, 120 I think it was we ended up with. We did start at 90, but we ended up with 120. So yeah, all them there now will be going into the middle greenhouse. So I think we'll put them under the bottom shelf. This should be okay. It's a lot warmer in there. The snow is starting to fall now, and well, every now and again you hear whoosh, and that's the snow falling off the greenhouse. It makes you jump as well. But yeah, that's the first sowing of seeds this year. So you know, I'm pretty happy about that. We've got a lot of seeds to sow, but it's just way too cold really. Today it's lovely and warm. It's over 58 degrees in the greenhouse at the moment, 60 degrees, and the other greenhouse is a lot warmer. So what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to take them down there, but when you're doing your seeds, make sure your compost is warm, guys. Make sure the water that you're using is warmish, not freezing cold. Make sure it's tap water as well. I like to leave my water overnight and leave it standing, so you know, so it's all the chlorine's gone out of the water, and I had it at home so it was warm. It wasn't freezing cold water. It had been in the kitchen right near the heater, so it was just a matter of bringing it down. The compost was lovely and warm as well. We left the compost to eat up in this sun, and well, the seeds had soaked, so we soaked them overnight, and hopefully everything will come up in the next week, what, 7-8 days. I'll keep you posted on them and let you know how they're doing. But right now we're going to take them down to the middle greenhouse, and going to stick them in the grow house there. I'm just looking inside this grow house here. There's no room, so I've got all my onions in there. They need to go out, but we'll sort that again another day. But let's go down there now and tuck them into the new home, and I'll show you a few things what's going on in that greenhouse. So be right back, folks.
Well guys, we step over the freesias. That's imicacious soil. That's for me blueberries. Right, let's come in here. It's I'm bloody breathless. It's warm in here. 68. Anyway, let me show you. That's where the sweet peas are going to be now. Just above them, we've got some golden gourmet shallots, and there's also some sun gold there. And as you can see, they're doing well. Well, some of them are anyway. We need to really pot them on. Coming up, got a load of onions here. These need to go out. And there's another load of onions there. They need to go out. So, yeah, these are what we wanted to put out last week, which, like I say, the weather's all over the show. Here my broad beans. I count 3, 7, 10. Actually, there's 17, so there's 3 not fired up so far. That's good. We only need 15, and they're doing okay. By the way, we just give these the third drink of water ever. We've watered these 3 times now, since we put them in about what, 3 or 4 weeks ago. No, I don't think it was that long ago. About 3 weeks, maybe 4. I think it might have been. So we just give them 3 drinks of water, and they're doing fine. If you put too much water in, and it does get cold, it will basically smash the bulb to smithereens. What we got here, let's have a look at these. I've not looked at these today. Oh yeah, they're doing okay. Chitting nicely. Careful how I say that. The bubble wrap lets the sun shine through, and it keeps them warm. So there you go. What else we got in here? Oh, this rhubarb. Here we go. Well, I'm going to be giving this rhubarb, or 3 or 4 of these pots, to a friend of mine. In fact, I'm going to take him up to his greenhouse shortly, because I want to clear all this space, and I've got to clear that green there's on the outside. It's not on the inside of this. We've already Jay's fluid this. We need to do the outside as well, but I've got a trellis at the back there and I can't get to it at the moment. We've got a black Hamburg in there, or my potato buckets there. That's what. Oh, there's where it bloody is. Been looking for that bloody bubble wrap. It's in there. Just noticed it. That's my stool I sit on. We've got a load of freesias in there. I shouldn't even be showing you that because I haven't even done the video of that yet. More buckets there, and lots and lots of pots, trays, and everything else. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to zip this back up. My little grow house inside my greenhouse. And here's another tip as well, guys. I've had that watering can inside the grow house, and it's lovely and warm, the water. What we're going to do, put some bubble wrap over these watering cans as well. It really does work. It keeps them nice and warm. Anyhow, you can see the snow there. It's starting to slide down now. But anyway, let's get out of there. I want to keep the temperature up. Oh bloody hell. So there we go, it's all fastened up, and we'll put the lock on there, and we'll forget about this for a few days. We'll come back and have a look at them sweet peas later on. Sorry guys, I thought I just swallowed a fly. Tastes nice as well. It's the first thing I've had to eat today. Anyway, I said we've been down there in the middle greenhouse. You've seen where we put the sweet peas now. They're perfectly fine on that bottom shelf. We had watering cans on the bottom shelf, and when we took the watering cans out, the water was lovely and warm. When we opened the grow house, the heat just hits you in the face. So we put them in. Obviously we did a little video, we've closed them up, and we'll just leave that now. We won't open that again for another week and a half. And so, well, we do need to open it to take the onions out, but with the weather what it is, I don't think we're going to be doing it for another week and a half. And the onions are doing beautiful there, as you say. They're all winter onions. They're Shakira,
winter onions, whites, reds, skins, brown skins, yellow skins, I say white skins, yeah, reds, yellow, yeah. The whole 9 yards are all in there, along with the Golden Gourmet and the, is it Red Sun shallots? Yeah, there's Red Sun shallots there as well. They're just starting to come up. We will be putting them out shortly. What else we got going in there? Well, you saw the runner beans, not the runner beans, the braw beans. No, you'd be crazy to start runner beans now, guys. Too early. You put them out and they just melt. They melt overnight in this weather. After last frost on this allotments, it's I think it's May 6th, but again that can I did some one year, put them all out on May 6th, and the next day I come on, they were all melted on the floor. We had a really severe frost that night. It was the last frost as well of the bloody year. Who would have believed it? I thought the last frost might have been a few days early, but it was the last frost was that night as well. And yeah, it took all me runner beans out. So don't do them until really late. However, the runner beans, that is the broad beans. Again, the broad beans should have took the weather what's been thrown at them, but -10. It got down to -10 one night, and then it snowed the next day, and then brilliant sunshine the day after that. Then it rained for 3 days, and then sunshine, and it froze that night, and it was like that. It was snow, sleet. Over about 2 weeks we had everything thrown at us on this plot. Winds, gale force winds, you name it, and it wiped them out. So we started them again, and they're doing okay. I only need 15. There's 17 there. I thought it was only 16, so one's popped up. Well, must have done it last night, because I was looking there, I was counting them yesterday, and there was 16, so there's 17 today. The potatoes are doing fine. The rhubarb, well, I'm going to be giving some of that rhubarb to a friend of mine, George. He's a teacher of a special needs school, nice guy, Irish lad, real top bloke he is, and I'm going to give him them. He's actually given me a gooseberry, and we were talking about weed killer, and I said be careful with that, mate. I says my mate, not mentioning his name, said he was spraying on the plot, not the people who've got the plot now, they're doing a cracking job, but he was spraying it to kill all the weeds, and it must have been blowing, and it just blew all onto the 3 beds at the side of where he was spraying. It killed all my strawberries, everything it killed, and it affected the gooseberry, and the gooseberry was hanging in for dear life, and nothing come of it last year, so we've took it out. However, George has got a gooseberry, he's given me. I'm going to take it up there. I actually took a couple of shots of it a couple of days ago when it wasn't raining. So this is the gooseberry that he's given me. These 2. I've got the one furthest away. It's not the best one, but it's a good one. So let me show you.
Looking at there's a gooseberry. A mate of mine's just given me some to dig it up, and that's going to go into the bed where I was telling you we're going to be putting the blueberry. So we still can put the blueberry in, but yeah, we're going to put this in because last year we lost one of these because of my mate with his spraying his poisons. So anyhow, I've just been given that one, and it's just a matter of digging it up. The ground's too solid to do out with it at the moment, so we'll come back to that shortly, and we'll have that, and we'll put it into the plot. I'll show you me doing that eventually, but for now it stays there.
So that gooseberry is coming, and it's going back into where the original gooseberry used to be, and we was going to put a blueberry in there, and that's where you're seeing that ericaceous soil, is it? What you see in the middle greenhouse? Well, that's going to be, I'm going to have to dig an hole out, put a pile of that in, and then I'm going to put the blueberry, which is in, I don't know if you've seen the freesias where I had to step over into the greenhouse, which is a big bucket, like identical, with a blueberry in. So we're going to lift that blueberry, put that at the side, so we're going to have, one end we're going to have a black currant, then it's going to be gooseberry, blueberry, so like in a cross sort of thing, and then all the flowers all around them. and then that bucket, what I'm talking about now, which got the blueberry in, we're going to put the rest of the freesias in. So then we're going to have 2 buckets of freesias. You've seen the bucket, I haven't shown you the video of that. So if I've got time, I'll show you that one. We have got a lot of other clips as well, a lot of other videos. What I'm going to be showing you, the long videos, I'm warning you now. We've got a couple of videos, so watch out for them, and they'll be coming up shortly. Anyway, that's it. Like I said, we'll talk long and hard, long enough. I hope you enjoyed the winter tour out there. It was brief. Nothing we could do. I would love to have dug the bed over, but hey ho, in hindsight, you can't really do now when it's snowing. So take care, guys. I know the crazies are out on the streets today. It's like a circus earlier on. Cars spinning out of control everywhere. It's true, the Brits, us Brits, can't angle an inch of snow on the road. Well, most Brits, I'm not too bad. You're best off when it's like this is just not driving anywhere. Although I only live 150 yards over the road, but I still come in my car. I couldn't do the journey. It'd probably kill me having to walk that far. Anyway, see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed the sweet peas there, getting them started. First ones of the year. Bye for now, folks.